Well, good morning. Today I am driving solo. I'm going up to a place called Kingswood in Bristol to see a fellow vlogger, but also one of my longtime friends. Last few years he's been going through a very hard time. I think he's basically burnt out, and so he's been suffering from depression, which is something obviously that a lot of us don't know anything about. Now, if you've watched my vlogs going way back when, we used to have my friend Ben on occasionally. Before that, way back when, we used to make podcasts together. We had a quite long running podcast that we used to do with a friend from America. Then for a short while we had a series going here on the vlogs, Ben Fox, which no longer exist. Anyway, so I'm going up to see Ben. I haven't seen him for best part of 12 years, and I need to go see my buddy and make sure he's alright. And if you're interested in his channel, it's FIFA Saved My Life, because as far as he's concerned, he was feeling quite suicidal when he was at home with his depression, and he started playing the game FIFA, and he feels that basically it's helped save his life. Now that's what he does, he's logging on the game FIFA. Anyway, we're driving up to Bristol. We're both wearing football shirts.
We are.
He's wearing PSV.
Yeah.
I'm wearing JGT. This is my buddy. This is one of my oldest friends. So the reason I know this guy is we were in a job interview together, which somehow we both got the job in the same company.
Yeah.
Which was, well, the worst job I've ever had, probably. The most stressful, horrible job.
Third worst job I've ever
had. Yeah, we've got some stories to tell. And then I moved on, and through just pure skill and hard work and charisma, got quite a good job, and dragged this little boy over.
Yep.
And then through we both fucked up over there eventually, and we're both pushed out the door.
It was inevitable.
It was inevitable, we don't care. And then we worked together for a short while until I decided, or my wife decided, hey, let's travel the world a little bit. But, and this is the important thing, I didn't really know where Malaysia was. Having been to Singapore, I didn't really know where Malaysia was. And this one said, hello, this is Connor. When I left England, this was a little boy.
I was.
This is fucking shocking. Hey, brother.
Hey, you alright?
How you doing?
I see you.
I see him on Facebook and shit. He's doing alright. He's a bit of a poser. And he said, so I need to tell you. You see, this young man here and this gentleman here, Ben lived in Malaysia, in KK?
Yes.
Kota Kinabalu. And married a beautiful Malaysian lady, so I say. And he was the one that said, well, when you're travelling, go to Malaysia. So he's to blame for everything. He's the fucking blame.
Sounds like my wife.
But look at what happens. Even though he's ugly as, let's be honest, ugly as, look at that. You know? Shows that the Malaysian genes are strong. The Malaysian power is strong.
And he's so tall.
Yeah, he's so nice. So, while my buddy Ben goes off and makes me a nice cup of coffee, because he's nice like that, unlike me, I'm going to tell you what we want to do. I want to film Ben making one of his vlogs, playing the game, I guess, and then kind of go through the process. We've been talking about Ben's situation. Obviously, I've discussed Ben suffers from depression, which a lot of people I don't think understand. I don't understand how Ben got depression, because he's the funniest, happiest guy I ever met. But I understand because of where we come from. We're both in the sales and marketing world, and you know, it's just like stress, high performance all the time, restarting, and eventually that shit wears you down. You know, I think the aim of most salespeople is to get out of sales as quick as possible. Anyway, so we've been talking about that kind of like, you know, depression and how it affects him and what he does and all that sort of shit. It's the good thing is, if there is a good thing out of it, it's much more understood now, and you get much better treatment and understanding from the government, whereas before it used to be like a case of, you know, a slap in the face and man up, man, for fuck's sake. Now it's much more, you know, how can we help? I don't think that, I don't know, Ben says like he had 6 months of therapy, and he was really getting on well with that, and it was really helping him. But then after 6 months, it stopped, and he, I think, expected there would be some kind of, weaning off period or something. So they kept, but they just stopped, which seems kind of ridiculous because you need an ongoing dialogue. He needs an ongoing dialogue. He's fighting whatever demons you're fighting in your head, whatever is making you feel that way. You need somebody to be able to talk to about it, and you can't put that burden on your friends and your family because they don't understand what you're going through or why you're going through it. And I think that's the hardest part. How do you explain to somebody who knows you and knows what you're doing why you're not happy when everyone looks at you and thinks, well, he's just the same guy he always was. There's the man, the myth, the legend. So, he used to live in Kota Kinabalu.
Yeah.
He used to regale me of stories of how he used to go to work by crossing a rope bridge, which he lived in a real proper, Malay home in the jungle. On stilts. So, and he used to go to work. And where did you used to which part of Kota Kinabalu were you in?
Pang.
Pinning Pang. Okay. And how long were you there for?
Lived there for just over 2.5 years, I suppose.
Okay.
2.5 years. Been there hundreds of times.
Yeah.
Obviously. But yeah, I lived there 2.5 years. Loved it.
And you had a sports shop?
I did. I had a sports shop called 442.
And you used to play football?
I did.
For who?
Local teams and Sabah teams and stuff. Yeah.
What were they using you for, like to carry the water and stuff?
Yeah, I was water boy.
Yeah, the water boy.
Best water boy they've ever had.
Best way. And shirt sponsor as well?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It was it was lovely.
And what was your favourite Malaysian food?
I'm boring. I like chicken rice. I was always.
We were in a chicken rice shop.
Yeah, as soon as I go over there, the first thing I go is
chicken rice. Silly loves chicken rice as well.
Yeah,
okay, so what's better, English food or Malaysian food?
Oh, English.
Yes! Say it louder.
Pardon?
What? Say it louder.
Oh, English.
English food. Okay. What's your favourite English food?
Roast. Sunday roast.
Sunday roast.
Yeah,
okay.
Sunday roast or a fried breakfast, one of the two. It's both of them massively heart attack inducing, but
yes.
both of those are the best way forward.
So, Connor.
Hello.
So, anybody in Malaysia looking for a sexy young man, this man is slightly available at the moment.
Absolutely.
Might be available. So, if you've got a university course in the UK and you want to come meet him, he's ready, willing, and able. I understand. There you go. So send a message via That's it. So back to the old man. So you must be proud of him. I mean, he turned out way better than you.
Yeah, he's turned out taller.
Ben used to be involved in a company that did security for old properties.
I did.
And then we started talking about ghosts.
Yes, we did.
And then I turned the camera on.
Yes, we did.
And then Ben shut the fuck up.
Yes, he did.
Come on, tell me.
Okay, I'll do it. I don't mind doing it. There was a place called the Squirrels, which was owned by Roger Moore, which was James Bond at one point, and the Crays originally, and then obviously before that it was.
Who were the Crays? Tell my Malaysian friends who the Crays were.
The two biggest London gangsters at the time. They were twins. They were psychos, and they basically used this place as a place to entertain a lot of MPs and stuff. A lot of debauchery went on there. They had a gambling house down the bottom in the basement. And there were still thick doors which were escape doors, so they could lock those doors and go out the back door and escape if they ever had raids. But it was where they entertained a lot of the MPs and stuff, and sort of got them sexual favours, and then basically had something on them so they could do it. It then eventually got sold off a couple of times and turned into a nursing home that went bust. We got that property and then looked after it. Now I ended up living there when I was working in London, so it was only an hour to the office from there. But we couldn't get anything to be converted in there for a while, so I lived in there for like 3 months on my own, which was great. We had a security guard outside to stop the gypsies coming in, and I lived inside. And it's one of the things I'm not scared of. I love the idea that there's ghosts and stuff like that, so I anything happen for ages, and then I did. And I just, as I was saying to my man there, I downloaded an app ages ago that I used to use, which was something that sort of, it uses workmates.
But you said 80 quid.
Yeah, it's the one that they use on TV a lot.
That's nearly 500 ringgit, people.
500 ringgit.
This is my friend. I thought he was normal.
Yeah, he's not. This is his weird stuff that he likes, and I'm trying to find it.
We were talking about how I think it's funny that Malaysians of all colours and races and things really believe in the whole ghost thing. And I thought Ben would join in and agree with me, but he's
No,
not.
Ben's going against it.
He's going.
Ben, it's one of my hobbies. It's one of my things that I like to watch on TV. I like to have like. I know there's a lot of crap out there, but actually I like to think that there is. I don't believe in like the heaven and hell thing or anything like that. But I like to think there's something that maybe happens after.
Mr. Western Super Motor Vlogs, you need to meet this guy because you two are like-minded on the whole ghosty thing. Ben fascinates me, always has. He's a unique dude. I'm unique, but I'm no fun. Ben's funny.
So, yeah, don't go down well with kids. Don't get my jokes.
That's what we could do. Can we do a live stream
Yeah.
on your thingy? Let's do that.